Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has been out for just over a week as of recording this video, and it's fair to say there are a lot of issues with the game, especially with the servers, the optimization, and so much more. However, they actually released some feedback and the next steps going forward, which completely went under my radar. A couple of days ago, on September 14th, they made a post over on Steam, basically going over everything that we want to know. So I'm going to look at this for the first time as well with you guys, because I completely missed it. And as you can see, we've got a long post to go through. What I really like about these is, as you can see here on screen, is they actually go into a lot of detail about the development of this game. 90 developers, animators, designers, artists, and many more. 6 years of development on this game. They're very open about things, which I do like, and they've also shared it in previous posts before. So the first bit they talk about is, of course, the server issues. This has been the main thing that we've had on the game outside of everything else. When the Gold Edition launched, the servers just completely the bed, to be honest. And what made it worse is players paid for the Gold Edition to get a week's early access, and you pretty much couldn't even play the game on launch day, which is a common thing for most games these days, but that also went on from launch day, and it actually still happens now. Not as often now, which is nice. They then go on to say that they're now confident in resolving these main issues, which, to what I've experienced so far, has been alright. Although there is still an issue with server timeouts, which I'll put on screen now. Yesterday, I was trying to do the longest off-road event, just, you know, in my own time, off recording. Not only did it crash once, 4 hours later, I then tried it again. Have a guess what happened? 91% or something like that into the race event, it crashed again. Sick. I was ecstatic about that. Anyway, going back to this, they do say that every day new fixes have been applied to the game, meaning that the servers will still be improved, maintenance may be needed, or there might even be a patch that we have to download for the game. Of course, once all of that comes out, I will let you guys know, so keep an eye on my channel. The next big thing is the compensation. Now, I feel like this compensation will be given to everyone, but they do specifically say about the Gold Edition owners who have obviously experienced the most issues with the game. So it's unconfirmed if Gold Edition members are going to get, you know, something extra in comparison to everyone else. But that being said, they do confirm that compensation will be sent to all players who experienced incomplete gameplay due to connection and server issues. They're still trying to look into what they're going to give to everyone that's played the game so far, but they do reassure us that although it is too early to confirm what this compensation will be, rest assured it will not simply be a number of solar coins or an avatar cosmetic. I'm going to be honest, that would suck, because in-game at the moment, all of the rewards have either been a bit of clothing or some stickers. I don't care about the clothing, and the stickers don't care at all. I don't make designs for my cars or anything like that. You also can't share designs as far as I'm aware at the moment. To me, stickers are completely pointless, and you shouldn't be unlocking stickers to add as customization options to your car anyway. That's, you know, I don't really get that. I think what players would want the most would obviously be some kind of exclusive car, whether it's just an expensive car or, you know, a special variant that's yet to be added to the game. And on top of that, maybe like, you know, a couple of million solar coins to maybe buy a car or something. That would also go a long way. Optimization and graphics is up next. Of course, another big thing. Beyond connection and server issues, optimization and graphics on PC or consoles are also causing reactions. Now, we were aware of what the specs would be for PC, as well as for console players. There was a visual quality mode which allows you to play in 1440p at 30 FPS, then a performance mode allowing you to play in 1080p 60 FPS on a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. 1080p in order to get 60 FPS on a current gen system is quite worrying. I understand the game world is massive, and it's also extremely detailed. You've got so many hidden paths around the map, you know, the road textures, the car details, everything. I completely agree with them there. The game is detailed. But 1080p, it sucks. They go on to say, although optimization and graphical quality has been greatly improved since the first playtest or the latest betas, which again, is true, some of you may feel that there is some room for improvement. Yep, and a major update aimed at further improving the visual experience is currently in progress, and they'll share more details soon. That's also some good news, and again, once we have that, it'll probably just be one massive update, which will have optimization fixes, server fixes, you know, game bugs and errors, stuff like that. All of that will probably just be in one big update. Now, something to note for PC players, it does say on the Steam page when you go to buy the game that an SSD is required for optimal performance. That is kind of a given when buying games these days. Something that I don't really use in games often, however I have been using it in Solar Crown, is the Nvidia DLSS options. I don't use FSR as it's not actually that good in this game at all. I tried it and everything's still very blurred, but DLSS, pretty good. So after all of that, they then say the next steps going forward. So in the coming weeks, we can expect our first major patch to the game, as well as a bunch of new content to enjoy. We obviously have Season 1 starting on Thursday, the 19th of September. This will have the Solar Pass included. This will also have the Audi e-tron Quattro that you can unlock from that. And I'm assuming there'll be a bunch of other new additions added with Season 1. So that's something to look forward to. The first major patch is being worked on and will be available for all PC, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S players within the next few weeks. And this update will include more than 300 bug fixes in the game, which all varies from importance and players' feedback. Two big ones they address are the visual issues around Hong Kong Island, as well as gameplay balancing with the AI in the race events. As many of you know, it's pretty unfair at the moment, and you have to use an all-wheel drive car in every race event to even stand a chance. And even then, I've had it where they still just zoom past me, which is fantastic. Beyond those fixes, this patch will also significantly improve game optimization, which is the frame rate, allowing for more frames within the game for PC players, which is really good. So that means we can potentially have it on a higher setting to get an overall better visual experience, but also have more frames in game. Mine's around 60 to 65 at the moment. I've got most settings on high to ultra, but I would like to have everything on ultra if possible. Not the end of the world, but would be nice. That means they'll also be updating the recommended specs for the PC build, and it will also improve the compatibility of certain peripherals, so like wheels, shifters and pedals. Something really cool they mention at the end of this is the dev diary. So we're used to them before the launch of the game, but something they say in here is they're actually looking at all of our feedback on the social media platforms, whether it's Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Steam, stuff like that. But they also say they're looking at content creators on YouTube and Twitch when it comes to, you know, like everything wrong with the game or just overall impressions of the game itself. In terms of their videos, you know, they're giving feedback on the game. Some people are being a lot more, you know, broad compared to others. There's obviously some big creators out there that make these kinds of videos, so hopefully they've seen them and, you know, they've taken all of that into account. But that's, again, really reassuring to know. I also completely forgot to mention this from the post, but they also go ahead and mention offline mode in the brackets, so it means that they are actually going to speak about this when we get this developer diary. And there we go, that is our first update coming to Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown very soon. Again, once we know the official details of this patch, when it's coming and all of that, I'll be sure to let you guys know, and I'll make a full in-depth video on that. So make sure you subscribe, or if not, just drop a like rating down below as it helps get this video out there. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys again soon in another video. So until then, peace.